Oh, what's going on, guys? LCG here, back with more Obduction. And here we are in Joseph's office, maybe? I didn't look around too much in here, and you might have noticed I had this realization at the end of the last episode. This little porthole looks out to the tree. I absolutely nailed it as soon as I saw that. Yeah, that was, and this must be an elevator, and how we get down there? Is there a button? There is a button. Okay, so since I don't know if we'll be able to make our way back up, let's go ahead and look around in here real quick. Looks like they were playing around with, you know, stonework, maybe? Or maybe that's part of something that came from the aliens. Open any of these books, yeah, smoothing of stones. The WOW Award for Community Excellence. Take that. Oh, whoa. Touching that makes it shimmer and shine. Maybe that's one of the alien faces. We got some strange, archaic bust of a man with antlers. I don't know what that's all about. We got our standard U.S. government prop. I don't know what flags those are. They don't really stand out to me. That right there is kind of nice. It shows some sort of unity, tying two worlds together, maybe. That will probably come in handy real soon. Warning, do not use these. Got it. That is not a compass. And it also is not working. Or maybe it is working just fine and I just don't know how to use it. But there should be a W here for west. What does that say? Bosco? And that is spinning completely on its own. And not with any real rhyme or reason. It just spins. Oop. What's that say? Pennsylvania. Right? Take a picture of that. We'll put that back. And there's a book here. Let's see. Ooh. 17125AH. Special Council Session 11. Discuss final approval of Farley's plan with regard to the imminent attack. The full council vote was unanimous and I gave my final approval. Preparation update. Farley says that tunneling is almost complete. Okay, so that was behind her house, I believe. Tham informs us that the Villains just completed their construction and have started testing. 17126AH. I don't know what this time difference is. I don't really give any cue. Special Council Session 12. No one attended. I will inquire as to reason for their absence. 17127. It appears that the council members feel like we're having too many meetings since the plan has been approved. Perhaps we can reduce our meetings to every 2 days for now. While I was asking Cecil about his absence, I also inquired about securing the tower area. Okay, so it looks like that's actually a day. 1 AH is 1 day, so they've been here for 17,000 days. 17128 AH, Special Counsel Session 13. Cecil will provide a new key code for the lower lock in the next few days. Cecil was concerned about any survivors not having access, so it was decided that we would conceal the code in Farley's house and give the residents a location as they were being chambered. I also had him change the upper tower access code. Okay, so we got the upper tower access code, and I think everybody is chambered in there with Farley. Or I'm sorry, with CW, not Farley. A clue to that code has been placed under the direction of our first mayor. Who was their first mayor? Okay, we got some thinking to do here. A day later, I have decided to bring some of the more important mayor's logs with me for chambering. Specifically, the initial Hunrath log, and then the logs that document the history of our conflict with the Mofang. I would think we would have an extra chamber available for historic documents. 1 day later, Special Counsel Session 14. Only Tham attended. He informed me that because of the dire circumstances, the others were either extremely busy or not inclined to have long discussions about the situation. I told him I would suspend regular Special Counsel sessions and we would simply meet as the need arose. So Tham is working closely with the mayor, who is CW, I believe, or maybe it is Joseph. No, it is Joseph, because he is the one doing all the introductions. Okay, another day later, I paid a visit to Farley today. I asked her to check on the availability of a chamber for the documents. 4 days later, I've spent the last few days collecting documents. I've divided them into 2 categories, chambered and vaulted. The vaulted are less important, but obviously worth making an effort to save. They can be moved into Farley's vault area. The vaulted category will also include any books that we've managed to collect through the years. 17, so this is 2 days later. With less than a week remaining before chambering begins, the population is tense. We've had several town hall meetings to try to answer any questions, but the realities of the current situation make it difficult to assuage fears. 1 day later, Farley has informed me that there is one final confirmation from Shavar. If Farley doesn't hear from her by the end of 171 AH, then there is no turning back. There is an odd justice to Farley's plan, and that whatever the Mofang bastards send to kill us will be returned back to them. I don't know what that means. This is 1 day before the deadline. Special Counsel Session 15. A special meeting was called to go over the plans for the final time. Farley had several instruction sheets to distribute the Mofang weapon illustration, a list of all souls that will be used as a basis for the chambering manifest, and a thorough summary of the battle plans. These will be distributed as necessary. No word from Shavar. Okay. And this is the day of the attack, apparently. Farley tells me that there will be at least 1 chamber available for historic documents. Any other extra chambers will be loaded with emergency provisions and medications in case either Hunrath or Murray are completely destroyed. No word from Shavar. Now, I don't know anything about a Murray. 1 day later, no word from Shavar. Death is on our doorstep. Curse the Mofang devils to hell. 1 more day later, I am leaving to be chambered. This journal will remain here to inform any future souls of what our last days were like. All right, well, that's a grim That's grim in general, I guess. How did I not notice this door? And this is the one that I thought might have opened when we first got power. Okay. Mobility has increased exponentially. So Luther Roscoe, the first mayor. Oh, wait. Before Hunrath. After Hunrath. What does that mean? That is strange. Okay. Okay, so Karl Hunrath is the first mayor, maybe? Okay. We're going to go ahead and, whoop, that's 2 of 2. Go ahead and pause if you would like to read this. And unpause and pause. And now I'm going to go ahead and skim this real quick. More precisely. Has the capacity to throttle all 4 connected worlds. Okay. I'm actually going to take that back. Go ahead and take your time reading this. The Bleeder Project was designed and built at the request of Mayor Sims to collect and dissipate the ever-increasing power in the entire ecosystem. Mayor Sims was reluctant to allow the system to come to fruition as he and others had become suspicious of Mayor Farley's death. He believed that without knowing more precisely what would happen to the cell wall at fruition, it was ill-advised to allow it to possibly open, thus allowing what might be outside in and what might be inside out. The system has the capacity to throttle all 4 connected worlds. The idea, as you are well aware, is to suppress the ecosystem power and thus inhibit full maturity of the trees. It was postulated and since become apparent that this suppression will keep whatever unknown maturity process from happening and grant us direct control over tree fruition. Okie dokie. The rate of dissipation is sensed and regulated automatically. The power is collected through Villain engineered extruded cables that attach directly to the dome membrane. When the maximum power level is exceeded, the dissipation phase is triggered, creating electrical charge followed by a discharge into the water. Through electrolysis, an amount of hydrogen and oxygen is generated. We capture some of these elements for our own use, but the great majority is released into our atmosphere. This gassing might be a cause for concern were it not for the ecosystem's ability to filter and maintain our atmosphere at near ideal levels. Excess hydrogen and oxygen content and pressure generated by the process is rebalanced quickly by the membrane. And as you know, we discourage swimming when the bleeder is operational. Okay, so what I thought might have been another power generation source. Actually, let's look at this real quick again. John Farley died mysteriously. And Sims is the one that wanted to work with the bleeder. Okay, so that's the bleeder. And it dissipates power. Okay. We're starting to see a little bit here. Let's step down into under the tree. Or not. But we don't have power here. We do have power here. This is a little... Oh. Maybe that does it? No. There are two buttons here, neither of which seem to be operational. Interesting. But it would serve well to know that the mayor can directly see into this tree, considering the level of importance that they have assigned to it. I want to take one more peek out here. Yeah. There may be another fuse box that I may have missed. I hope not. But maybe. Maybe. Alright, well what we're going to do now is we're going to head back to those little the pins inside the dome thing. And we're going to go ahead and cut the episode from there. Next episode we'll actually tinker with them. See what's going on. I don't know how those pins work, you know, if you pull them out or what if they lock something in place. We'll see. But in any case, I would like to thank you all again for your viewership. It is much appreciated. This is LCG, and I look forward to seeing you again. Have a good day.